Doctors are awesome. They help us when we can't help ourselves. They treat things most people aren't qualified to treat, but we tend to forget that doctors are also human. And they tend to make mistakes like we do.
In 1995, a man was admitted to a Florida hospital to have his leg amputated. He had developed complications in his leg due to diabetes, and it had to be cut off to stop the spread to the rest of his body. Halfway through the operation, the surgeon realized that he was cutting off the wrong leg. By the time he realized this, he had already cut through a bunch of muscle, tendons, and ligaments, and therefore had to continue amputating the leg. What makes this all worse is that this same poor guy had to then go to a different hospital to get the proper leg removed. He now walks around on prosthetic legs.
In 2012, a woman was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. They told her the only way she would survive is if she had a double mastectomy, chemotherapy, and radiation. Isn't that freaking insane? She had the surgery, and the next day, doctors told her that her test results were accidentally switched with another woman's. So it turns out she never had cancer at all. A month later, the same doctor from the previous story cut off a woman's toe without her consent. He was fined and suspended, and this just leads me to believe that he is not making mistakes here. He's doing this on purpose.
Seems like this guy chose the wrong career path. I feel like he should have been a butcher. Doctors at a Los Angeles VA medical center was operating on a man's left cancerous testicle. Turns out they marked the wrong spot and ended up removing the man's right healthy testicle. This really sucks because not only did they remove the right testicle, but now they have to go in and remove the unhealthy left testicle. And FYI, you can't put back testicles. At least I don't think you can. The guy and his wife ended up suing the hospital for $200,000, which I personally feel like is not enough money. After surgery one day, a man's wife came in and told him the good news. Doctors had successfully removed the cancer from his bladder. Then came the bad news. They had also cut off his penis and testicles. Now, in addition to never mentioning that they were gonna take off his penis and testicles, they never even tested his tissue for cancer in the first place. To add insult to injury on this, a test of his now removed organs showed that the man never had cancer to begin with. He then ended up suing the hospital, and after 2 days of trial, which I still think is a little bit too long, they reached an undisclosed settlement. Yeah. Damn, that was hard to say.
After removing a tooth, a dentist realized he had the x-ray flipped the wrong way the entire operation, so he pulled out the wrong tooth. However, by a dumb stroke of luck, he realized that the tooth he had taken out needed to be taken out anyway. So it worked out. But imagine if it didn't. Imagine that tooth did not need to come out.
In 2006, after a divorce, a man decided to do something selfish and get himself a nose job. It took a couple of operations, and eventually it led him to this plastic surgeon in Oklahoma to do, I guess, what would be his final surgery. However, after waking up from this surgery, he realized he had no nose left. After asking his surgeon what the hell happened, the surgeon explained to him that he found an infection in his nose, and because he was already on the table and under anesthesia, he took it upon himself to remove the man's nose completely.
A woman had her anesthesia wear off during eye surgery. She didn't feel anything, but now she has a bad case of PTSD because she had to lay there and hear the doctors say things like, cut deeper, pull harder.
The closest thing we will ever have to that feeling is like when we have sleep paralysis. But now just imagine someone's cutting into your eyeball and you can hear it.
A bodybuilder went to a doctor to get pectoral implants, but when he woke up from surgery, he realized he had breast implants. Turns out his doctor was not a doctor at all. That doctor has since been arrested and charged for impersonating a real doctor. Damn, it's not even like you can work out to fix that.
Nah, you just got bubbies now.
Forever.
So remember, don't trust every doctor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, you guys keep rocking.
We'll keep
and we're gonna catch you guys next time.
And remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
No, it doesn't.